Warning! The Stone Age Gamer podcast includes a lot of bad language. Cover your motherfucking ears.
Good evening and welcome to the Stone Age Gamer podcast. I am Kris Randazzo and joining me tonight is totally not Spritle or Chim Chim, Dan Ryan.
I got a mouthful of food. I'm sorry. That's very funny.
All aboard the SAG Cartoon Express. This time, we're stopping at pole position. It has nothing to do with poles. It has nothing to do with positions. It's also not really based on the video game, but Is it any good? Give your car a deep baritone voice because the Stone Age Gamer podcast starts now.
It was so fucking sexy. Why was his voice so sultry?
Someone programmed that shit. Somebody went in and said, like, all right, this one is going to talk like this.
That's right. This car is trying to fuck.
Hi, everyone. This is episode 621. It's the week of June 5th, 2026, and welcome. For anyone new here, this is the official podcast of StoneAgeGamer.com. Dan and I talk every week about what's happening in the world of video games from a retro gamer's perspective, as well as whatever the hell else is going on in our lives. Speaking of which, a couple things off the top. If my voice winds up sounding a little bit odd, it's because I kind of lost it from yelling. I helped out at Ellie's field day, and it was wonderful. I had so much fun, but it was outdoors and it was lots of kids, so I had to yell the rules and yell on your marks, get set, go, all day long. And by the end of the day, my throat is still kind of sore, and every now and then, I was at pickup and my friend was like, "Do you have a cold? Are you feeling okay?" I was like, "Yeah, why?" And she said, "You sound weird." Great. And oh shit, I guess I do. I hadn't even noticed. I hadn't really talked to anybody all day. So well, that's not true. I did talk to people at the doctor's office. I'll talk about that later. Either way, anyway, the other thing I wanted to mention is that it's actually some Stone Age Gamer news that's pretty cool. We have just opened up next door to our store in Salem, Ohio, RetroWorks, which is an event venue that's like an 80s arcade. So it's all just filled with video games and pinball stuff. I think there's a bar in there. I've never been in that particular building. They bought it after the last time that I went there to visit. But they've been working on this for ages. They're finally getting it off the ground. I think they've already got their first couple of bookings in. So it's pretty cool. Check out RetroWorks. Go to the Stone Age Gamer website. It's where we're building our social media pages for it and everything. It's a really neat thing, and I'm super proud of them for pulling it off, because they've been talking about it and going back and forth on the details for a couple of years now. And
I was going to say that was a while ago that was in the work. Maybe they'll want to sponsor us. We'll charge them a flat rate. That'll be all right.
We'll change over to the RetroWorks podcast.
The RetroWorks podcast. I mean, we could reboot. Start with a new number one.
There you go.
I'll be Kris.
I'll be Dan.
That'll be fun.
I'm Dan Ryan. There it is.
I'm Kris Randazzo. I don't know why I almost did a King Candy voice there. I'm Kris Randazzo. That's what I was going to go with. Because I guess in my mind, that's what you sound like when I can't
honestly
hear you.
I shouldn't be on the show then, because Matt Much is Dan Ryan.
That's fair. That's
maybe
fair.
I'll be somebody else.
We should, one of these days, we should take a week off. You and me should take a week off, because we don't take no fucking vacations. No fucking vacation days. 365, 24/7. We are fucking pounding the pavement, fucking dick to the mat, I think is how. That's how it goes, right? Dick to the grindstone.
That's exactly. That's how I start my days.
Right
that's
on
how
there.
I position my pole.
We should take off 1 week. And we should just have Matt Much and Dean DeFalco just be us. Just come on. No fucking explanation. Just Matt Much can be you. I want Matt to host, obviously, because that would be just the most difficult part. I think that would just be fucking hilarious, because I love that guy so fucking much, and he's so goddamn funny. And I feel like Dean has more of a me energy of just "Aha, here's my dick, look at it." I feel like that's...
What?
kind of energy Dean brings. I'm wearing a vest. Here are my balls. Like, I don't know.
Because when I think of Dan, I think, here's my dick.
Don't you, Kris? You used to.
Only in wishful thinking.
You certainly used to. The way you used to look at me. Oh, fuck, I started crying already. God damn
Never
it.
made eye contact.
No. Up here, Kris. Up
That's why
here.
I hunch, because I'm always looking down.
Oh, boy. Wow. Yeah.
Well,
This is why I tell my kids when they're like, I'm going to tell my friends that you have a podcast. I'm like, all right, cool. Tell them not to listen with their parents. You're not going to that house.
I don't know what their relation. I don't know what their home life is like. I'm not going to tell anybody how to live, but I will tell everybody that it is time to board the SAG Cartoon Express and talk about Pole Position. Or Pole Position if you're a misprinted Atari cartridge. Wow. This was... I don't know what to expect, but this was not what I expected. So we're talking about Season 1, Episode 1, The Code. Originally aired September 15th, 1984. According to IMDb, the episode description is a rogue agent, Greg Dumont, is hired by a criminal mastermind by the name of Alex Vance to steal the control codes to Rhodey and Wheels in an attempt to get his hands on the high-tech cars and use the AIs to destroy Pole Position.
You know, the story of the game.
Just like in the game.
So fucking nailed it.
If you've ever played Pole Position, you get in a car and you race. The end. That's the game. There aren't hills. There's some cool road signs like...
It makes that noise when you turn.
Yep. There's little music to start. That's it. And this show, the first note that I wrote down just from watching the intro, which was pretty rad, was this show really wants to be Speed Racer.
It really did. But
it
also
wanted to be Speed Racer so bad.
I felt like
on the
this
surface.
was... Yes. But I also felt like this was a better... I would have bought this more. Not that it was bad. Spoilers. It wasn't all that bad. It wasn't good. It
wasn't. I fell asleep, all that bad. But mostly because I was really fucking tired.
Sure. I feel like this would have been better as a Stunt Race FX cartoon. Like, based on that opening segment alone, they're fucking doing all types of whirly birds and tricky dicks and, like, whatever the fuck else they're doing. And
see, I took the other direction. I said... I feel like this would have made a better video game than Pole Position.
Oh, well, absolutely, yeah. Thought you were going to say, like, this would have made a better San Francisco Rush 2049.
This definitely would have been a San Francisco treat. This would be the Rice-Roni cartoon that we've always wanted.
Kris, honestly,
yeah.
I'm glad you've brought it up because we've been saying it for years. Justice for Rice-A-Roni. Right. Where is the fucking Rice-A-Roni cartoon? It writes itself. It's rice. It's Roni. Yeah. What more do you need?
What more do you want to hear?
Thank you. I want to hear you talk about Pole Position.
You know what I want to talk about?
Eat a French fry.
I want to talk about why there's no pepperoni in Rice-A-Roni. What is the Roni in Rice-A-Roni?
I don't know.
Is what I want to know.
Not really
sure.
Pole
Position. I said this intro is kind of erasing. The talking car computers are dreadful.
Oh, God.
They're just awful.
So sexy, though.
The thing about the show wanting to be Speed Racer, like the character designs with the neckerchief, the fact that there's a kid and a pet that's not Spritle and Chim Chim. It's a girl and a cat instead of a boy and a monkey.
I thought it was a raccoon. That was a cat?
I don't know.
Fuck you. That was a raccoon.
I don't know. I don't know what the hell that was, but let's see.
Was it a marsupiami? Was this the was this a stealth marsupiami fucking pilot?
That's what it is. You nailed it. What the hell is that thing's name?
It's a raccoon.
Kuma?
He had fucking eyeliner, man.
It
It was a
could've been cat
raccoon
with
or JD
eyeliner.
Vance. One of the fucking two. I'm not shitting
I
on him
don't
because he
know.
wears eyeliner. I wore it too. Fucking come for us in the comments. Relax. Put it back in your pants, guys. It's fine. Guyliner is funny. Always.
Did you say eyeliner or guyliner?
Both, actually.
Fantastic.
The latest one was Guyliner. Because that's funnier.
All right, so, yeah, like, if I'm looking at the intro, that thing's moving like a cat. It doesn't have a raccoon tail either. It's got a cat tail.
But it's got the eyes. But I don't know how many cats you've seen, Chris.
I've never seen a cat with the eye pattern, but it's not black. It's white.
Well,
I don't know what that is.
It's a marsupilami.
It's a marsupilami, yeah. Honestly, I don't think either one of us is right. All right, let's see here. Because I'm looking at...
Either way.
This shot right here, I'm going to screenshot this for you.
Oh.
I just got this shot going on. This is going to be great for our audio listeners. That looks like a cat to me. Which you can't see. Because I
can't
haven't
see
sent it
right
to
now.
you yet.
Because I'm not there with you.
Because you're not there. But I am going to throw it in the chat. I'm going to throw the cat in the chat. Yes.
This is where our editor is going to pop it up on screen as we're both talking. Right,
Yes,
Evan?
That would be... No, that's me. I edit the video version.
Right, Chris?
Yes. Look, I mean... But even still, it's like... It looks more like a mutant bat than a cat.
Yeah. Maybe
Also,
it's a catcoon?
What is it?
I don't know. I felt very strong raccoon vibes from this fucking thing.
Yeah, see, I got more cat, but also mostly that's because of the tail.
I mean, you're not wrong. That is a very cat tail.
I don't know, like maybe it's an overgrown rat?
Kuma is the cat. He is Daisy's pet and is a strange genetic hybrid between a raccoon and a monkey.
Are you shitting me? Where are you getting this from?
According to the interwebs, that is what I have been told. Kuma is the cartoon
hybrid
animal.
Experimental biologist Dr. Lungo. Possessing monkey-like agility and a raccoon's cleverness, Kuma is known for uncovering clues and solving mysteries by presenting precise arrays of change and coins to the team. Oh, wow, there's an episode, The Trouble with Kuma.
There it is. I mean, because he's got the little hands, like the people do.
Wow, so it's even closer to Chim Chim.
Yeah. I mean, look, this is like a fucking basic white bitch's wet dream right here. A raccoon monkey hybrid. Like, I've seen you fucking crazy white chicks trying to befriend all types of fucking animals. Chicks are nuts, man. I said bitches, and I don't like that I said that. I apologize. I don't like using that terminology. But you white chicks are crazy.
Wow. This is just this is not a rabbit hole or raccoon hole that I expected to go down tonight. But yeah, there's a whole wiki about this. Tess is the oldest sister and the de facto leader of the group who drives Wheels. Dan Darrett, voiced by David Coburn. Sorry, Tess Darrett was voiced by Lisa Lindgren. Lindgren. David Coburn, Tess's hot-headed brother who drives Rhodey. Daisy Darrett, voiced by Kalina Kiff, the younger preteen sister of Dan and Tess. Dr. Zachary Darrett, voiced by Jack Angel, a wheelchair-using engineer and uncle of the Darrett kids. He runs the pole position operation and is responsible for the development of the vehicles. See, this is the part that I really didn't understand. Why would an organization be called pole position?
It doesn't make any sense.
Because pole position refers to, like, the position your car starts in during a race. Hence, like, It made sense for the game. Sorry. Kuma, voiced by Marilyn Scheffler. Daisy's pet, Kuma, is a genetic creation, hybrid, and is a strange cross between a raccoon and a monkey. Wheels, voiced by Mel Franklin. A red and black 1965 Ford Mustang driven by Tess. Wheels' AI computer is more careful than his counterpart, Rhodey, and frequently says he's getting too old for this when part of a mission becomes most pivotal. You gotta love an AI that's getting too old.
Rhodey was absolutely the loose cannon of the outfit.
Rhodey, voiced by Daryl Hickman, just wants to fuck. A more futuristic
God, I wanted to say that so bad.
I know,
That's
right?
what I wanted to say, but it doesn't.
A more futuristic-looking light blue coupe driven by Dan. Rhodey's AI computer is very smart and typically tries to keep Dan out of trouble.
Except in the intro episode where he tried to fucking drown him by not going to hydro mode.
He just needed to
Dan
ask
was
right.
like, Rhodey, could you go to hydro mode? And Rhodey was like, fucking, could you blow my robot dick? You asshole.
Boy, we got the wrong episode, man. Episode 3 was called The Chicken Who Knew Too Much. The team protects a chicken given to them as a gift from an archaeologist, as you do. But when a bad guy shows up to abduct the fowl, the team must figure out the bird's link to finding a hidden treasure. That sounds like a fucking masterpiece.
All right. So I think we have to have an executive on-screen meeting. Evan, you can come back in if you would like to. I think maybe we just watch this from now on. And this is just a weekly segment. We just do an episode by episode. We start a second podcast just for the Patreon listeners. That is just a pole position fucking episode by episode podcast.
Positioning the polls with Dan and Kris.
Oh my God, yes. Yes.
We got to do the
I've
Golden
never
Girls
wanted to
show
position
before
your
this.
poll more than I do right at this moment, Kris.
We need to do the Golden Girls show before we do this. If we're ever going to do a spin-off
there's
podcast
so many
about
fucking
a TV
episodes
show,
of that, though.
It's got to be Golden. Well, they'll have to be daily. We would just have to quit our day jobs.
Hourly. We're just an hourly breakdown of the fucking Golden
A
Girls.
24-hour live stream of us watching and then discussing Golden Girls all day.
I
every
mean,
day.
there is a price that at which I would do such a thing.
Oh
and
my
I gotta
God,
be honest,
me too.
I
It's
don't
not
even
very
think it's
high.
all that high. I really don't. I think it's like 748. I think is probably.
There is a price and it's not very high.
Boy, story of my fucking life. Title of my sex tape. There is a price. It is not very high. Wink.
But I am. That's not true at all.
No. God.
So anyway,
I'm so tired. Anyway, yeah.
The talking car. Let's see. What exactly does this have to do with video game or even the term pole position? Nothing at all.
No.
I didn't mention that people don't use the term jalopy enough these days. I
No,
feel like
they
that
don't.
was the big takeaway for me. Is that people just don't use the word jalopy enough. Then there was a scene where this guy was spying on him, but he wasn't spying. Like, he was just standing there in broad light in a tan suit. And then he was gone. He was like, there's this guy spying on me. I was like, he wasn't spying. He was just standing there. His hands were in his pockets.
He was gawking.
Yeah, gawking for sure. And the only
He's
other
an
thing I
old
wrote
gawker
down
from around the
Yeah.
way.
The only other thing I wrote down was it's amazing how everyone's shirts always stay tucked in.
They really did. They were very.
Like they were doing all kinds of acrobatics, and their shirts were always tucked in.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing.
30 seconds into this show, I was like, what in the actual fuck does any of this have to do with pole position? Oh, nothing? Okay, so we're just like, we just took the name and we're just, okay, cool.
Again, like, I didn't hate this episode. Like, I don't hate this show. I'd watch more of it, like, under duress, but...
or $7.48, perhaps.
Exactly.
Oh, no, wait, that's the Golden Girls. It's a little higher. There is a price.
An even 10.
It's a little higher for fucking pole position. Not
an
much.
Even 10.
An even 10. Fuck, with the price of the Steam Deck, spoilers for week-old news, I feel like I owe you fuckers money at this point. I know I had cancer, but still, I feel like I didn't give enough.
You got
comparatively speaking.
You got in just in time.
Yeah, right? What a time to get cancer.
Seriously. You couldn't have picked a better time. Anywho.
Probably couldn't have. It was aggressively fine. It was fine.
It was A-okay. I just gotta wonder, how much do you think this show, like, what kind of cash do you think this show got from having the pole position name? Like, did people watch this show expect, like, oh, there's a pole position cartoon. I love pole position on my Atari, or I love pole position in the arcades. I've played the game, now watch the show, you know? How much did that really happen? Like, why did they even bother licensing the name pole position from Namco if they were going to make this show?
I really don't know. I mean, I guess just to try and... Because it has... but pole position has no fucking story. It's just a racing game.
Exactly.
There's no story there. So
I mean, they made a Gran Turismo movie, so what the fuck do we know?
I mean, sure. I didn't watch it.
I didn't either.
I bet you it's not good.
I'm morbidly curious about it.
Yeah. But, like, I guess it really just was, like, people will recognize the name and check it out, and hopefully it will be cool enough to keep them in for the rest of it, right? I mean,
I guess
you could have done a Spy Hunter show.
Look, I fell asleep. So
right.
I fell asleep again. I was super tired, so there was no chance I wasn't falling asleep. But it was early enough. I thought I was going to get away with it, but no. I missed like the last 10 minutes, I think.
So
I don't know that I missed anything, but
so this show ran from 1984 to 1985. Was Spy Hunter out by then? Spy Hunter was early 80s, right? Like, I'm just trying to think of what other vehicular-based games that you could have made a show out of. I mean, I think your Speed Racer comparison is fucking spot on. This is absolutely trying to be like a Speed Racer adjacent.
The last episode premiered on December 8th, 1984. So it was just this one season. Of 13 episodes. That was it. And Spy Hunter must be Y20R. Spy Hunter is a 1983 vehicular combat video game developed and published by Bally Midway for arcades.
I feel like Spy Hunter is a much better idea for a show.
I agree.
Much better theme song.
This wouldn't have been this show. This wouldn't have been this show.
I mean, there was a double agent in this episode. You missed it because you were asleep. But Grant was he was a double agent. Yeah. He thought he was working for the guy in the fucking suit, but it turns out he was working for their uncle. And they were trying to destroy. Oh, so you legitimately didn't watch the last 10 minutes?
Yeah, I didn't know that part. I knew that he was
oh my God. It turns into the ending of Metal Gear. The original NES Metal Gear, they put the fucking AI things in this dude's computer that he's Vance or whatever the fuck his name was. Lance? I don't fucking remember. I don't care. They put the AI things in the computer and the uncle pops. It looks almost NES Metal Gear adjacent as well. But the uncle pops on and he's like, "Baha, go fuck yourself. We've tricked you. And the guy you thought was working for you was actually working for me the whole time. That's why I let him bang my niece." And it was like, that was very bold for 1984, but whatever. Go off. Quick, get the little kid out of here. And then he's like, "Everybody get back in the cars and run away because we've infected the computer and the computer's going to explode. And the police will catch the other guy." Yeah, it was a whole fucking... There was way more spies in pole position than in the non-exist... You miss a minute, you miss a lot, Chris. I forget which fucking news slogan that is, but if you miss a minute, you missed a lot.
I think my favorite news slogan was The Daily Show. When news breaks, we fix it.
That's really fucking good.
Yeah.
KYW in Philly has the most
news radio 1060.
Yeah, there you go. Free plug, not a sponsor. Fuck those guys, because their fucking tagline is so ominous. You've never needed us more. Like, oh shit, what's going on, KYW?
Okay then.
Yeah.
Thinking a little high of yourself. Okay, sure. I appreciate the confidence, but
and they do the old jingle, the KYW, like the fun jingle that's been around forever, but then they get serious, like, you've never needed us more, motherfucker. Shit's going down. Okay. Good God. I'll handle this, ma'am. Anyway.
Well, anyway, let's see what the listeners had to say about pole position. Well, let's see. Scroll. We're back in Earthworm Jim here. And the next stop is, okay, pole position. Everyone loves pole position. Thanks, RC Mets. Duroc Pig says, heck yeah. P2 Mc28 says, oh, interesting. I know nothing of that show. Not surprising, as it looks like it ended when I was born. Dang, I missed the cutoff. It's birthday season and has been hectic, among other very depressing things. Why do I wait last minute? I don't know what that's... Yeah, no, you didn't miss anything.
Because you're an adult.
April 24th, yeah.
And we're all last-minute motherfuckers.
Chronodin says, hi, I had no idea the show even existed. Going to be interesting. And Duroc Pig asked which episode it was again. All right. Just finished it. This is still Duroc Pig. And not at all what I was expecting. I wouldn't say it was bad. It's a halfway decent cartoon that's kind of goofy yet generally watchable. But it has nothing to do with the game other than the name. It's like an executive saw Knight Rider and Spy Hunter and said, let's combine those and make a cartoon. And then someone got confused and picked up the license for pole position instead.
Yep. Very accurate.
Let's see. Peter Mc28 says, after watching the intro, this being named pole position is a coincidence. And then he posted a picture of the track. What in the Hot Wheels? Yeah, the track that they're racing on in the beginning is like a bunch of like hamster habit trail stuff, and then a crazy like loop-the-loop track that's like all over the map. Like,
but it was like a show, like an expedition.
Yeah,
or an exhibition, not an expedition. That's when you go places.
Thank you, Mr. President.
They did go places.
They did.
That's why I said like Stunt Race FX, because like there were at least fucking loop-de-loops in that game.
I don't think there were any loop-de-loops in Stunt Race FX.
What's the one I'm thinking of then?
Like hard driving?
Fuck, maybe. I don't know. Super NES game. I don't know. Wasn't any good. Super polygonal.
I think you're thinking about hard driving or race driving. That had a loop-de-loop.
Yeah.
Stunt Race FX was the cars with the eyeballs, and like it was an FX chip game, but it was actually fun and had a lot of like Nintendo references all over the place. But yeah, it didn't do loop-de-loops.
That's not what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Peter Mc28 says, what is the age difference between these siblings? The child is playing house with the computers. The older, oh my God, playing house with the computers, put a wig on the computer, and like the other one's got like a body with a dress. Like, what in the world? The older sister is going on a date with a 30-something, and what I assume is the eldest brother acts 15. This show is way too easy to tear into. They're 20 feet behind their target. Quick, let's take a dangerous shortcut over a dirt path for no reason. Gets hit by a helicopter? Boy, that was close. Next one will be closer. How do you get closer than physical contact? There's a train coming. Do you have a plan? Yes, plan is dodging the train. Oh. The most clever thing was the billboard hiding the secret base. That ends up not meaning anything. Wait, hold up.
No.
That end shot. What was happening in that car that they completely stopped traffic that even distracted the self-driving car from going? This is supposed to be a children's show. I think this show is one of the shows that is so bad it circles around to being enjoyable.
That's fair. And it was hard driving. I just looked it up. Yes. You are correct.
Let's see. Peter 28 continues. I kind of love that we actually got an episode 1 as the first episode we see of a series, and absolutely nothing about it makes it a first episode. Were they aired out of order? Did no one want to create an origin for these characters and further establish the game and cartoon have no commonality? Was the actual episode 1 so bad they sacrificed it to some elder god to get the rest out? Possibly.
Maybe.
You want to take Trash Man's last one here?
I will. I know a little about Pole Position, but definitely not the game or this show. Notes. Talking character dialogue during cartoon intros is a choice, and it is indeed.
It is indeed. Yeah.
The opening intro song is not great. I felt the same way. Like, when it gets to, like, the chorus, there was a note that was, I'm not going to say hit, but there was a note that was attempted where I was like, oh, yeah? All right. We're doing it. Cool. The background show music is bad and blasting when characters are talking.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Level 3 emergency. We almost never go to level 3. When that happened, I was like, just remember, kids, we are Russia's moving pictures. That was what happens every time I hear about a level emergency. It's either Blackwatch Plaid or we are at Code Russia's moving pictures. Because Harvey Birdman is life. Harvey Birdman is love. Who is Greg Dumont? Is that thing a cat? Why does it have human hands? What the fuck is it? Why does Vance want to destroy Pole Position? What is Pole Position? I have no reference for anything going on. The characters have crosstalk, like the animation was done before a completed voice script was handed over. That's a very safe bet. The voice of Wheels sounds familiar. Turns out it's one of the Temptations.
Is that true?
I'm going to accept it as fact and not do any further research. So that's good enough for me. Zoo! If the whole thing was a setup, why did Greg need to listen to the trailer with a stethoscope for the code? Also good question. And there are some things even a computer can't do. This girl is thirsty. Final thought is, this show is bad. Oh, I don't disagree. It was bad. I don't know that I disliked it, but it was bad.
Franklin was, in fact, a member of the Temptations.
Son of a bitch. Who hasn't been at this point, though?
Huh. Okay.
Fabulous.
Didn't see that coming.
No. Me neither, Quicksilver. Well, me neither.
This was certainly, and still too soon. This was certainly an experience. No.
Don't cry.
I miss him.
I do. I liked him. He was fine.
I would like to
He'll
see
be
more.
back. He'll be back.
I guess it's time to pick our next show. Oh, wait, do we have to rank this one first?
Oh, yeah. No, we don't, but we probably should, because we've established a pattern.
Yeah, all right. So,
we
pole
could
position.
be dicks.
The code. All right. Is this better than Mega Man Campus Commandos?
No.
All right, then it's dead last.
Oh, really? Fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember Campus?
I mean, I don't think it was, right?
I don't think so either. Like, it was aggressively average. Because then was Wing Academy Expendable, then Super Mario World Rock TV, and then Earthworm Jim Conqueror Jim in first place. So yeah, I think the code is currently at the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, because that Mega Man episode
this year
had Top Man being just a fucking slut. And I like that.
We got to get Top Man together with Wheels here. That's
oh my god. I'm just saying, Top Man is looking for a bottom girl, and if we can make that happen, fucking, or a backdoor boy, I don't know. I don't care. I fully support it.
All right, we're off to the Wheel of Names. Let's see what our next show is going to be. Oh. Captain and the Game Master.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Number 1. Top of the list.
All right.
I don't care. Spoilers.
All right, let's see what episode. Now we're going to go to the Plex. We're going to type in Captain N, the Game Master. There it is. Random episode. Shuffle. Here we go. We will be watching Captain N, the Game Master, Season 2, Episode 6, The Lost City of Congoland, with a K.
Ooh. Yep. I know this one.
I think I do too, actually.
I do. I know this episode. I like this episode.
Fantastic.
I think I like this episode. I could be wrong.
It's been a long time, but I do seem to remember this one. I guess we'll find out if I'm right And you're right. And in the meantime, we're going to take ourselves a quick break. When we come back, we're going to check in with week-old news. You are listening to the Stone Age Gamer podcast from Geekade.com. Stick around.
They're moving real fast. They're the only ones who can get there on time.
Okay, sis.
And never too far behind. They're always...
Hi, everyone. Kris here. Podcast listening is free, but podcast creation is not. That's why the Geekade Patreon exists. In an effort to help us pay the bills, we've got a Patreon page set up where you can gain access to our monthly podcast topic schedule, get early access to many of our shows, and more. If you'd like to help support Geekade and keep these shows running week after week, head over to the Geekade Patreon page, linked in the show notes of this very podcast.
Hey, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Andy. Neither of us are David Crane, but we are the hosts of David Crane's Amazing Movie Time.
That's our monthly Geekade Patreon exclusive podcast that covers movies that are cult classics, weird, or just sometimes laughably bad.
We ourselves have at least two of those qualities, so I guess it makes sense to hear what we think of those movies in retrospect.
You can hear all that and more by becoming a Geekade Patreon supporter.
And, as always, be kind, rewind.
Hi, everybody. We've returned. We're back. I had my obligatory chocolate milk. It was exquisite. We talked about freedom. And,
freedom. Lots of freedom.
Lots of freedom. It's everywhere.
Ba 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 baby.
Oh, look, there's some freedom right over there. How's it going, freedom?
There it is. Hey, freedom.
Freedom ain't free.
That's what I got. These French fries over here. They're fucking freedom fries.
There's say those are freedom fries. Sir.
Don't fuck with me. I know where I live.
Well, I guess that means it's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everyone's favorite segment. Strap yourselves in for Week Old News. Welcome to Week Old News, where we talk about all the news that was new a week ago, and boy, was this a light week for news. Let's see if we can stretch this into an hour.
Yeah. Buckle up, kids, because we got 6 hours. I'm taking the first one. Pure Xbox reports that the Steam Deck has gone up in price massively because fuck you, that's why. I'm editorializing the headline. Yes. It makes the ROG Xbox Ally look great value in 2026.
Good job,
no, it
Pure
doesn't.
Xbox.
First of all, on Pure Xbox, it does not. But second of all, it really did get just a stupid price increase. The Steam Deck costs a lot more than it did just a few short weeks ago. If you've not seen the news already, the 512 gigabyte and the 1 terabyte Steam Deck are going up by $240 and $300 respectively, which means the
That's $240 worth of pudding.
A lot of pudding.
Sorry, I can't see $240. You can't.
I know. It's a lot of pudding.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That means the 512 gigabyte Steam Deck is now a eye-popping $789. And the 1 terabyte Steam Deck is now a cock-gobbling $949 fucking dollars.
Jesus criminy.
I mean, just absolutely not. Absolutely not. It is a wonderful, wonderful system. I love the shit out of it. I play it pretty consistently. I just picked up Mina the Hollower today. I haven't started it, but I don't want Yacht Club Games to go out of business and it be my fault. So I picked it up.
Yeah, I didn't do that yet. I gotta do that.
Oh, well, when they go out of business tomorrow, when Week Old News next week is going to be Pure Nintendo reports that Yacht Club Games hates Chris Randazzo specifically because he didn't buy Mina the Hollower
day one.
I'm going to play it on the Steam Deck. There's also a Mac OS client, so I'm going to play that version of it as well. And I can bounce back and forth. That part of it's fucking awesome, having it saved on the computer, picking it up, save to the cloud, pick it up on the Steam Deck. That's fucking awesome. Great fucking system. Lots of really cool stuff that you can do with it.
The MSRP for the ROG Ally, by the way, according to Microsoft, the lower one, the 16 gig RAM one, or 16 gig RAM 512 gig? What the fuck does that mean?
512 gigabyte hard drive.
Right, hard drive. Sorry. Wow. Yeah. I mean, that's actually completely obvious. I don't know why that didn't click in my brain.
I'm not sure why either.
Yeah. All right. Well, that one is $599. So, sure, that's a bit less spicy than the $789 one. But then the 24 gig RAM with 1 terabyte hard drive, that's $999.
Yeah, it's more expensive.
It's actually more expensive.
Significantly more powerful system.
Right.
The Steam Deck has never been about being the most powerful system, though. Like, that's not Steam. The point of it.
It's portable Steam.
It's portable Steam.
Like,
that works really, really well. With it. It does exactly what it is trying to do. It is a great fucking system. $950 is just an absurd price for that. It's absurd. I know that's what things cost. I am well aware of that. And I'm not saying that technically... Well, actually, because I'm just waiting for certain comments to come in. Well, if you price out that... Yeah, no, I get all that. It's fucking nuts. It's just nuts.
Couldn't agree more.
Who increases shit by $300 fucking dollars? Like, you didn't even walk anybody up to the line. You were just like, "There's the line. I shit on it and did a fucking wind sprint down to the other side." That's how far over the fucking line I am. That's absurd.
Yeah, that's pretty wacky. That is.
It's a bold strategy,
sauce.
Cotton.
Yeah.
See how it works out for him.
Well, speaking of things not working out, Time Extension reports. I watched a video on this. It's really. Time Extension reports they had no idea what they were doing. Amico teardown sheds light on doomed Intellivision console. So, somebody got their hands, Kevtris Horton, got his hands on a prototype system of the Intellivision Amico and did a teardown. And it is just as dumb as you think it is.
Yep.
I watched a bunch of this teardown and it was fascinating. Let's see. So, a quote from this article. Moving on to 3 circuit boards with old school ribbon cables connecting everything together is absolutely hilarious to me. This could have been stripped way down. A better idea would have been to use 2 PCBs in the bottom shell. One small expensive one for the main CPU stuff, and a larger simple 2-layer one for everything else. The LEDs could have all been mounted around its edge, and then the side and bottom light guides made into light pipes to direct the light where it needed to go. And the charging pins and NFC could have been put in there also. Flat flex cable instead of those expensive ribbon cables would have made a lot more sense. Basically, everything inside of this screams like there's like a ton of unused space on the PCB. Was
sure.
one of the takeaways that I got from it. But basically, what it looked like is the system's shape was designed, and then they built the chipset around being that shape. So, like, well, we have all this... Like, you open it up, and there's just a ton of empty space. It's just empty space, and empty space on the board, empty space around the board. It's a mess. Everything about it is a mess. Horton reveals it takes more than 2 minutes for the system to boot when you turn it on. It's worth noting that this is a pre-production variant of the system, and that boot time may have been reduced had Amico actually made it to market, but a fast boot option in the menu is totally broken and does not finish booting, according to Horton. absolutely fascinating. It's exactly the piece of shit we all thought it would be.
Yeah.
Or feared it would be.
What's super fucked up is that if I click on the page, if I load up the Amico website, they're still
technically taking donations. Yeah,
they're still pretending that this is a thing that, like, they're not like really actively looking to get your money anymore at this point.
I mean, they can't. They went to every crowdfunding source there is. But they're still acting like it's all still up. Like, this is what's happening, and it's coming, baby. And just you fucking wait. And man, boy, oh boy, what a real fucking piece of work. A real piece of shit. This is just amazing, man. Oh, all right, good times. It's who would have guessed the interior of the Intellivision Amico is exactly as poorly built as you would expect it to be. Yep. Ill-conceived top to bottom. Fragile mind, fragile spirit, fragile ego. Time extension reports. I thought this was cool. You can now legally rip your Wii, GameCube, and Xbox discs using a Blu-ray drive. A new tool has been released which allows you to legally rip optical media for a wide range of classic consoles using your PC's Blu-ray drive. OmniDrive is a firmware modification for MediaTek MT1959-based optical disc drives manufactured by Hitachi, allowing the drive to read proprietary game discs for consoles such as the GameCube, Wii, and 360. OmniDrive also allows you to rip PS3, PS4, PS5, Xbox Series, and Wii U discs, but these are all encrypted. It also supports rips of Dreamcast GD-ROMs, but only the low-density area can be read. This means that you now have a way to legally back up your games. More preservation and more options for this sort of thing, I think, is obviously just a good thing. Are people going to use it to play games that they don't own? Fucking course they are. That's not, yes, they are. That does not also mean that it's not a beneficial technology to have, that people can now do this. I think this is great. I agree. That's great. Yeah. More preservation, more gooder. More gooder. IGN reports Subnautica 2 is sold so well that Krafton has to pay that $250 million earnout to the devs. So, Subnautica 2, according to the article, Subnautica 2 is sold so well that publisher Krafton has reportedly agreed to pay a $250 million earnout to the developers, a bonus that was at the heart of its high-profile legal dispute with the fired Unknown Worlds leadership. The underwater adventure has sold a mammoth 4 million copies since its early access launch on May 14th, achieving more than 467,000 peak concurrent players on Steam. But its development was turbulent, with Krafton firing Unknown Worlds CEO Ted Gill and other senior team members in the summer of last year. At the time, Krafton said the game's launch had also been delayed, something it blamed on Gill, even though its team had been working towards an early access release that would have seen them eligible for that $250 million bonus. Gill and his former teammates immediately launched a lawsuit against Krafton, suggesting they were ousted to avoid that bonus being paid, while Krafton hit back and said the staff had resorted to litigation to demand a multi-million-dollar payout they haven't earned. Krafton also accused the staff it fired of having stolen documents in anticipation of subsequent legal action, muddying the waters over an exit. So, yeah, that all kind of seems to have been more or less resolved, and the game has sold well enough to qualify them for a whole crapload of money, which is cool. That's awesome. Good for them. Hooray for Subnautica 2 selling a bajillion copies and being genuinely good. John's still playing it. He's still talking about it constantly. He loves it. So, that's awesome. Yeah. I love that. Love that, love that. Yay, talented people making money. This one I just thought was weird because, let's just
continue to call out Sony when they do dumb shit. Push Square reports that PS5's Destruction All-Stars delisted and disabled without notice due to ongoing technical issues. It's basically been down since 2024. Its servers have been offline since 2024, although Sony never actually officially acknowledged that fact until a few days ago, where the game became 100% disabled and was delisted from the PlayStation Store without prior notice. If you already own it, arcade mode will be available to play. The story was then updated to say that they had received an email from Sony confirming that Destruction All-Stars has mostly been taken offline. In the correspondence, it says the game is no longer for sale. On the subject of multiplayer, it says, due to ongoing technical issues, multiplayer services for Destruction All-Stars on PS5 consoles shall remain offline and are no longer available. It adds that when remaining servers are fully shut down on the 25th of November, single-player gameplay will remain playable for returning players. However, functionality and player experience may be impacted due to the server shutdown. So basically, they were like, fuck this game, fuck you, we're done. Is ultimately like what that comes out to.
Right.
The single-player experience may be impacted. You think? It might be. We don't know. Maybe. It just, again, just let people know. Because nobody actually gives a fuck about Destruction All-Stars. Nobody cares. There's not going to be a fucking a change.org petition. Like, well, give us back our game. Yeah, like, that's not the action. Just tell everybody, hey, in 2 weeks, we're going to shut this shit down. And just shut it down in 2 weeks. No bad PR. And everybody goes, oh, Destruction All-Stars is still a thing? And they don't ever think about it again. Whereas doing it this way, everybody's like, well, fucking Sony's delisting shit without telling people. What a bunch of fucking greedy dickheads. Like, it's just a weird self-own. I don't understand.
I don't either.
Stop being stupid, Sony.
Well, in a less stupid situation here, IGN reports official Metal Gear Solid 4 remaster retains classic real-world brands and meta jokes.
Yes, very.
You can still get an iPod. It's still got the no room for Hideo thing. Like, there's all that nonsense that was in Metal Gear Solid 4 apparently still in the Master Collection, which brings me joy because I never played Metal Gear Solid 4. And I'm really hoping to find time to play it. It's one of those things that's like, I bought that game before I bought a PS3. I owned the collector's edition of Metal Gear Solid 4 before I had a PS3, just because I had to have it. And then I never played it because I'm just a bad person. So
you are, for so many reasons, that not low on the list. It's much more of an interactive movie than it is a game.
Right.
Like, this felt like the game where Kojima was sitting there thinking, you know, you've threatened me and told me that this is what I was doing so often that I'm going to show you the fucking difference. And then, like, the ending cutscene, I think, is a 7.5 hour movie. Like, it's so fucking long. It's so long. You know, like, I mean, I legitimately think it's 45 minutes to an hour long. Like, the ending cinematic. It just fucking keeps going. It just keeps going. And it's, for me, I watched it, and then, like, Tiff was pregnant at the time. So I beat the game, watched the ending cinematic, and then woke her up so we could watch it again, because she wanted to see, like, what the fuck happened. So I sat through it twice. I thought you were going to say, like,
you woke her up and took the kids to kindergarten.
I did, yes. She was pregnant, and then I took the kids to get their driver's license. So it was like, you know, some shit happened. They'd been married. It's wonderful. But, like, so, like, I was well in. You know what I mean? This is hitting me right where I fucking live. I love this shit. And I had the time. I was just at home waiting for her to give birth kind of thing. Like, all right, I'm fucking in. But man, it's an awesome game. I'm so happy that so many more people get to play this game.
Yeah, it's been stuck on that one system for a long time. So that's good stuff. All right, how do you want to? I feel like this one is just kind of a throwaway. I just put it in here because I think it's repugnant. IGN reports Marvel Legends Stan Lee to be resurrected through AI with his voice and likeness licensed for commercial use. I hate this.
So, like, here's the thing. He's up there somewhere. If his family that owns the rights to his voice and likeness said okay, then I hate it. I do in fact hate it. But I can't tell you what to do with your shit. You know what I mean? Like, this is the character of Stan Lee. This is not the man of Stan. You know what I mean? This is the, hey, true believers kind of thing. I fucking hate it, but I can't be mad at it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It doesn't seem to be what this is.
Now, if that's not what it is, because I didn't actually see this story, I didn't read this. If they were just like, we're going to contact like BAM Entertainment or whatever that fucking weird company that he had was, and like, if it's some sort of like backdoor shit, you know, which you know I'm into most of the time, but not in this particular case.
Quote the article, the legal rights to Lee's image remain a messy subject, with Stan Lee Universe now set up as a joint venture involving Lee's own company, POW Entertainment. Shortly before his death in 2018, however, Lee also attempted to sue POW Entertainment, claiming the company's other chiefs conspired to fraudulently steal his name and likeness and benefit financially at his expense. Lee was 95 at the time of this lawsuit, and by his own admission had suffered from advanced macular degeneration for several years, a condition that left him unable to read unaided. For Elven Labs, Lee is just another voice added to its vault of living and deceased celebrities, which already includes Michael Caine, Matthew McConaughey, Judy Garland, David Hasselhoff, and Albert Einstein. Caine previously said that Elven Labs was, quote, using innovation not to replace humanity but to celebrate it. It's not about replacing voices, it's about amplifying them, opening doors for new storytellers everywhere.
Is it?
The company's technology was also used to bring late James Earl Jones' Darth Vader to Fortnite as a chatty NPC.
Yeah, that sucked. I didn't care for that.
I didn't hear any. I don't see anything in this about Lee's family. It's just AI company Elven Labs has acquired the rights to Lee's image and voice and intends to license them for further use by other companies, opening the door to a digitally resurrected Lee appearing in films and commercials.
Again,
let the dead stay dead.
Why?
Yeah, why are we digging up corpses? Stop.
I still, like, I mean, I get, like, whenever I watch a Marvel thing, I try to, like, pick out where the Stan Lee cameo might have been. You know? That's a me thing. Like, I watch it, I'm like, ooh, that would have been a cool, like, little Stan Lee guy, like Pizza Papa in fucking Multiverse of Madness. I love that it's Bruce Campbell. Would that have been Stan Lee? Maybe not.
Maybe, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just, but I'm always going to think that because it's Stan fucking Lee and he did so many of the different cameos. But that doesn't mean that I actually want him to be in any of the new... I don't want the Stan Lee will return in Avengers Doomsday. Like, I don't actually want that. You know? No. Just no. Now, if the family was like, yeah, fucking do it. Like, if Chris Hemsworth is like, yeah, have me be a fucking 37-year-old hot blonde thunder god for the rest of my digital life, and that's what I want, fucking go off, Chris Hemsworth. Good for you. That's a decision you've made in the world in which we currently live, where you are able to see the potential pitfalls or positives of such a situation. Stan Lee didn't exist in that world. Albert Einstein didn't fucking exist in that world.
So neither did Judy Garland.
Neither. I mean, she might still be alive. I'm not sure. Is she still alive? She's still around, right? Judy Garland? Where's the boss, right? Liza Minnelli's mom? She's still alive, right? Isn't she Liza Minnelli's mom? I don't fucking know. None of this matters. That is the point, though, right? You and I could license our voice and likeness to Ryan for a very high price if he wants to do an AI version of the Stone Age Gamer podcast 150 years from now when his fucking grandkids are running this shit. Awesome. Great. But we can make that decision of our own free will, knowing the positives and the pitfalls. Right? Oh, I hate it.
Yeah, I'm not fond of it. So why don't you bring us home on a nice high note on this last story?
If I could still hit a high note, I would have. It's like my favorite joke in fucking history of the world. Let's end this meeting on a high note. Oh, so fun. Time extension reports, I'm not making up this story. You won't believe what Yuji Naka wanted to call Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. Sega 16 recently sat down with former Sega marketing executive Mike Fisher, the Mike Fisher, to talk about, his career in video games and all of those things. He's talked about Yuji Naka before. During his period with Sega, he oversaw the marketing for Naka's GameCube title, Billy Hatcher. Butchie Hatcher.
Bitchy Hatcher.
Bitchy Hatcher. I am fucking in one today. And the Giant Egg. He wanted to call it Giant Eggs. And we were like, well, to lay a big egg in the U.S. just means a failure, says Fisher. Alternatives had to be found. One of the guys on my team said, let's call it Billy Hatcher. It's like catching game with a cute character. Main character is the boy, not the egg. Of course, Nakasan hated it. Called it Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg, which he still hated. We, at one point, I promise you I'm not making up this story. I have two witnesses. At one point, he visited... This is why I'm reading all of this, because, yes. At one point, he visited the U.S. sometimes. I translated. Sometimes other people translated. He goes, well, I know another name for the boy wearing a rooster suit. Another name for rooster is cock. Can we call the game Giant Cock in English? Would Billy Hatcher have found a wider audience in the U.S. if it had been called Giant Cock? I think if it would have been called Billy Hatcher and the Giant Cock, I think that's... Now you've got something.
I don't want to go searching for it, but I feel like somebody somewhere has already photoshopped the box to just, say Giant Cock on.
Just this boy in a rooster costume pushing a giant fucking dick and balls just awkwardly like a katamari that you've poorly rolled, just kind of flopping like you've rolled up a fence. You know what I mean? Like when you roll the fence up, katamari, and ka-thunk. You know, when you get that telltale step thump of a pirate. That, when you get the telltale ka-thunk of a cock and balls being pushed by a young lad round the countryside.
I mean, you know the problems I've had with pushing giant cocks up a flight of stairs.
Why stairs? You've got some serious ass cock stairs problems?
You've got some serious ass cock pushing problems.
Is it cock stairs or cock stairs? Like which of it is which one? Because cock stairs is very different than cock stairs. That little pause. It's all the fucking
There
difference.
is no wrong answer, Dan. There is no wrong answer.
No, all of these
just
are good
like
options.
Alien versus Predator. Whoever wins, we lose.
Whoever wins, we giant cock. I think, what other Sega games could have giant cock in the title? That would be
the
great.
Dolphin.
Echo the giant cock. Or giant cock the dolphin. Like
Giant
that.
Cock Zone. toe jam and giant cock.
Giant cock and Earl. Very solid game. Joe Montana sports talking giant cock. Just fucking right in there.
Hey,
Love
it's
that.
crazy giant cock.
So stupid. Oh, I hope he was like really serious about it too. Like, I hope he wasn't kidding around. I hope he was like, well, we'll call it giant cock. And then when everybody looked at him, they was like, what? What's wrong with giant cock?
Nothing wrong with you.
Everybody loves giant cock. It's fucking awesome.
Choo choo giant cock.
Choo choo. Alex Kidd in the giant cock zone. Just fucking. It's a very different game.
Giant cock harrier.
Oh, giant cock harrier. That's the next shirt I'll make. I already drew the John Madden's foot-baltered beast. Giant cock harrier. That's
Altered giant cock. Giant cock beast.
Giant John Madden's foot-baltered cock beast. What is this show today? This has been a very dick-heavy show. I'm not entirely sure why. It's been a lot.
Because it's giant.
It's because it's giant, because it's just a big... Oh, boy. Never mind. I take it back. When I said earlier that I don't want my kids' friends' parents to listen to this show, this one I'm proud of. This one,
Damn right.
This is the episode. 621. Giant cock. But like in parentheses, the rooster, end parentheses. I think should be the episode title. You know, like a boy in a rooster suit, giant cock. That's what we call it.
Enormous. Throbbing.
Nice short throbbing title. When you do the episode artwork, can you make it throb? Is that a thing you can do?
No, I don't think I have that power. I'm not that talented.
Oh my god, listeners, if you're listening, still
No, don't. Please don't. No
make
fan art
Kris
for this
throb.
one, please.
That's right. Make Kris throb. Do it.
All right. With that, we're going to take ourselves another quick break. When we come back, we're going to check in with the cock point. You're listening to the Stone Age Gamer podcast from geekade.cock. Stick around.
Why is that so funny? Geekade.cock. We are Safe at Home, the leading dog rescue in the heart of New Jersey. Are you searching for a loyal companion, a dog that will bring love and joy to your home? Look no further than Safe at Home. At Safe at Home, we believe in giving every dog a second chance. We rescue, rehabilitate, and find loving forever homes for dogs in need, right here in the Garden State. Our dogs are ready to make a lasting impact on your life. Each one has a unique story, a wagging tail, and an incredible capacity for love. When you adopt from Safe at Home, you're not just gaining a pet, you're becoming a part of our family. Our dedicated team ensures a seamless adoption process, providing ongoing support and guidance. With New Jersey's beautiful parks, beaches, and trails, you and your new furry friend will have endless opportunities for adventures and cherished memories. Safe at Home relies on the support of compassionate individuals like you. Your donations and volunteer work enable us to continue saving lives and finding forever homes for these amazing dogs. Join us in creating a safer, happier community for dogs in New Jersey. Together we can make a difference and give every dog the chance to feel safe at home. Visit our website or call us now to learn about how you can be a part of the Safe at Home mission. Safe at Home, because every dog deserves to be loved and protected. www.safeathomerescue.org.
Do you miss the days when you'd get a fresh issue of Nintendo Power in the mail every month? It was stacked with reviews, previews, and all manner of cool new stuff about the world of Nintendo, and it even came with a free poster. Well, you don't have to miss those days anymore because Nintendo Force is here. Functioning as a spiritual successor to Nintendo's classic magazine, Nintendo Force is staffed with top-notch writing talent, and me for some reason, to deliver fresh new reviews, previews, and more right to your door every other month. And yes, posters are still included, except ours are double-sided. So if you want the thrill of learning all about the world of Nintendo in physical format, head on over to NintendoForceMagazine.com and learn all about it. Nintendo Force Magazine, the force of Nintendo fans. All right, everybody, we're back. It's time for us to do various things, like checking with the checkpoint. But before we do that, we've got a little bit of listener mail. Actually, we got two pieces here. First up, from Nintendude, Mr. Mike Sheridan.
Oh, I like that guy.
The Lord of the Rings trilogy is magical. How dare you, Dan? How dare you?
Nope. Disagree. It's a piece of shit movie.
All right, this is actually what I came here for on the YouTube channel. Skint Eastwood writes,
before I get positive or negative, I love that name. I don't know why Skint Eastwood makes me very happy, but it makes me very happy.
All right. Friday is my fave day, Stone Age day from here in. Dan, you need to start calling Penny Pula Fish. US peeps won't get that, but UK peeps will. Being from Yorkshire, we have a sense of humor, so you two should track down a film called Rita, Sue, and Bob 2 to see Yorkshire life in action. Don't let kids watch it. I'm assuming you have never heard of it. Dan, can we have some red paint on, please? We then can have our very own God of Stone Age.
Yes? Give me the title again.
It is Rita, Sue, and Bob 2.
Come on, keyboard. Wake the fuck up.
We'll see if Evan can get that on the Plex, and we'll see what that's all about. Thank you for writing in, Skint Eastwood. I'm not going to lie, I really only understood, let's say about 25% of that. But I think that was kind of the point, that we don't understand UK stuff as well as...
Definitely not. I want to know more. I feel like I know this actress, Siobhan Finneran. I feel like I've seen her before.
What's up with the red paint and our very own God of Stone Age? I don't understand that one. That seems like a reference that I don't get.
Maybe I should understand that. I don't. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just dumb.
On, please. Skint Eastwood, thank you very much for writing in. Please understand that we're probably a bit dumber than you think we are. Please clarify some of your statements for us. I'm dumber than you think I am. So please clarify, especially when it comes to British lingo, and maybe or just references that I don't understand. So please clarify for us. But also, thank you so much for listening. I'm glad that Friday's your favorite day. That makes me very happy.
That does make me very happy. I love the fact that we've reached across the fucking pond for to use that old turn of phrase. I do know this.
That old chestnut.
Woman, that old chestnut. She was in Downton Abbey. She is in 25 episodes. And I watched it with Tiff because, just like Jon Favreau, I also thought it was elegant. She played Sarah O'Brien on Downton Abbey. It's a really good show, honestly.
Yeah, I've liked what little I've seen of it.
Yeah, I mean, legitimately. She's also Becca Savage in Doctor Who. I don't remember which episode of Doctor Who that is, but
I don't remember that either. But I do know that now it is time to check in with the checkpoint.
Checkpoint.
This is where Dan and I talk about what we've been up to these days. So, Dan, what have you been up to?
So Wednesday for the kid's birthday last week. We got tickets for me and Pet for what am I supposed to call her? I'm sorry, I already forgot. I gotta adjust my belt.
Pool of fish?
Pool of fish. I mean, I kind of love that. I just want to make sure it's not something that everybody else is going to be like, bah, you fucking said whispering eye, you fucking asshole. You know what I mean? A small freshwater fish.
But I rarely know what you mean.
That's fair. Anyway, so Penn and I got tickets to AEW. They do their live tapings of Dynamite on Wednesdays, and they did a taping of Dynamite in Philly on Wednesday. And I was going to say, when you were mentioning earlier, if your voice was going in and out, like if mine goes in and out, it's because for 3 hours, my daughter and I sat there and fully fucking participated in the show. And I normally, when I go to like live events and whatever, I'm a relatively respectful participant. Oh yes, very well done. Excellent. Good job. Good job on the wrestling or the singing or the whatever the fuck you're doing. Not Penn. Penn is a soccer fucking hooligan. And she was chanting and fucking yelling and screaming along with absolutely everything. And what's so great about doing these things with Penn, and Roddy does this too, he just doesn't go out to do these things very often, but both of my kids, when they go to do a thing, they are in, right? So Penn and I are sitting there at a professional wrestling show. It was at the Leocora Center in Philly. We had outstanding tickets. We were like lower bowl, dead center opposite the hard cam. So I'm very sure that we were on TV at multiple points during the broadcast. We had a couple of different signs. Penn was very happy with her sign. MJF, who is the biggest heel right now, her sign said, MJF thinks Godfather 3 is the best one, which is, I mean, a fucking sick burn. I absolutely love that because it's definitely not the best one. And then I had a sign that said Don Callis hits reply all on company emails. You know, a very solid insult, but you know, still TV friendly. So we're sitting there, and she is cheering the faces as if this shit is fucking real. She knows it's not. She understands it is a theatrical performance. We were having a conversation with a couple in line as we were waiting to get into the place. I don't know how we started talking about it, but we just started talking about, like, because Penn was mentioning something about like wanting to go to the theater more often, and like she really loved going to see Beetlejuice and she loved going to the orchestra, and then saying something about like how wrestling was kind of like a theatrical production, and it very much is. Like, it very much is a sort of like theater kind of thing, and like the other people were chiming in and whatever. And because of that, though, she fully buys in and participates as if it is fucking real. So when the good guys come out, she's fucking cheering and screaming and doing all the chants. And when the bad guys come out, she's booing and fucking thumbs down. And like, she was really excited because it's Philly. It's a rowdy crowd. So one of the guys, I know you know this, Kris, so I'm not saying this to you. I'll just say this for the listeners who didn't watch Double or Nothing last week. I know you were fucking blinders on, like, oh shit, I can't wait, this is fucking great.
Couldn't keep me away if you tried.
No, I know I couldn't. The Jet, Kevin Knight, turned heel on Sunday, this past Sunday at the pay-per-view. He did his finishing move, the splash off the UFO splash, I think it's called, off the top rope, hit Darby Allin, who was laying on a stretcher. It was a whole thing. Everybody was like, oh no, the good guy turned heel, fuck. So dude comes out, he opens the show Wednesday night, and the very first big chant of the night is shut the fuck up, like that, right, with the clap, 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 because I don't know if it fucking picked up the claps. And
it didn't.
Okay, clap, 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 clap. Instantly, Penn is right in, dude, and she's like looking at me like, is this cool? I'm like, you're 17. You can say fuck at a professional wrestling show. It's okay. So she shut the fuck up. Like, and then the rest of the night, she was just bought in, man. And it got me bought in. You know, like I'm singing along to the songs and chanting. And like, it was fucking 3 hours of it was just a blast. And like, one of the cool things, I think it's cool, that AEW does is that they don't always announce what all the matches are going to be. Like, you kind of know you're going to get some of the stars and whatever, but you don't know every single match. And one of Penn's favorites is Will Ospreay. And we weren't sure if Will Ospreay was going to be there. And they had done a couple of interview, like, backstage segments. So while you're sitting in the audience, they turn the lights off on the ring, and then you're just looking at the LED board, like up at the big fucking screen by the entrances, and you're watching the backstage interviews. And they had done that for a couple people, and nobody came out. And we're sitting there, and then they do one for Will Ospreay, and he's cutting an interview in the back, and she looks over at me, and she's like, man, that means he's not going to... And she didn't even finish the sentence before his music hit. And his music is this song called Elevated. And it's such a good fucking wrestling theme. It's such a... It's got a perfect intro and a perfect, like, explosion of, like, oh, fuck! It's Will Ospreay, son of a bitch! Like, you're just so fucking excited. She didn't get the sentence out before dude is walking out, and she's just looking at me, having the fucking time of her life, man. It was an absolute fucking blast. All of this is to say, if you are a fan of professional wrestling, which you should be because it's better than the things other people like, and you have not... That's from John Oliver. That's not from me. That's from John Oliver. And you are a lapsed fan of the WWE for whatever reason you may have for no longer watching WWE, and you have not yet watched AEW, I would very much recommend giving it a shot and going to a show, because I got to tell you, I've been to a lot of live wrestling events, and this random ass taping of AEW Dynamite was better than WrestleMania. It was more fun than WrestleMania because it wasn't hours worth of ads and video packages and bad lighting and just people trying to make the show about themselves. Like, not only was Penn bought in, everybody was bought in. And everybody was just there to have a good time. And it was a fucking blast. And I am exhausted.
Well, that's great. I'm glad y'all had such a good time. And like, I understand. Like, it's one of those things that I have tried to get into in the past, and it just doesn't click with me. But I'm glad it clicks for you. Like, I don't disparage anybody who enjoys it. I like a bunch of dumb shit too. So
it's dumb shit. Like, I get it. You know, I fully understand. I'm watching grown men in tights do gymnastics violently, sort of. At each other, right? Like, all of that sounds just absurd, but it's just, it's really nice, right? Like, we live in just such a currently fucking jaded, deservedly so, right? Society. But we're so fucking jaded about literally everything that when you can go experience an event like this with someone who is fully bought in and is just there to have fun and be a part of the show, not be the show, right? Not try to make it about her, but is just bought in and we're doing the thing. And you can buy in. It's just... There's a lot to learn from that, you know? like through the eyes of a child and all of those, you know, like that kind of sentimental shit and whatever. But man, just absolute fucking blast. Absolute blast. Can't wait to go back. Honestly, can't wait to go back. And the tickets were affordable. Like, I think the tickets were like $40 a piece for
That's
lower
not bad.
bowl, like dead fucking center, you know, $40, like 3 hours of entertainment. Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, it's a pretty sweet deal.
Yeah.
Solid value right there.
Solid fucking value proposition. Hopefully our British listeners are going to all in when it's in London and you get to see Will Ospreay in a giant fuck off stadium. Or if you don't like wrestling, be better. What else is going on? I've been playing a bunch of Tales of Arise, the Beyond the Dawn edition, which just came out for Switch 2. It came out on PS4, 5, and the Xbox shit and Steam. I think it came out in 2021, something like that. It's been out for a while. Maybe sooner than that. I don't exactly remember. But I got the code to review it, and I've been playing through that. And honestly, I realized that I've never played through a Tales game. Like Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Fantasia. I know what they are, right? It's always kind of been like that, like, I don't even know if it's B tier. Like over here anyway. I know in Japan, the Tales series is a lot bigger. And I know Symphonia was kind of a big... that was the GameCube one, right?
That was the
Symphonia
GameCube one that kind of, at least in North America, that kind of made the series take off a bit more.
Yeah. But it's always been like maybe like B, C tier over here. You know what I mean? Like it is not on the level of like, it's not where your Final Fantasies and
even
Dragon Quest, Kingdom Hearts, Pokemon. Fuck, I would argue things like Wild Arms maybe are higher on that list of like, you know, where it ranks. So I've never played through Tales of game. And this one is kind of like a soft reboot of the series, and it was kind of designed that way to be like globally accessible. It still has like their active battle system and all of that, and I'll have more things. I'm almost done with it, so I can write my official review. And it's been out for a little bit, and I feel bad I haven't had time to get to it as quickly as I would have wanted to. But it's not exactly something that was timely. You know what I mean? But I've been really pleasantly surprised with how much I've enjoyed it. Right. And it kind of spoke to what we were talking about last week, what we've been talking about in the Discord, kind of like that lack of first party support from Nintendo, or at least what it feels like is that lack of first party support has definitely been made up with, third party stuff. And if you're looking for an RPG, this wouldn't be the worst place to go, you know, while also I'm trying to play Earthbound, to like get that shit done for next week. Which I think I'm going to. I should
definitely
have time.
not going to.
I think I should have time. But you have before. I never have.
Yeah, I have finished it before.
Yeah.
I have put a lot of time into it. But this next week is all Bubsy all the time, which I'll talk about in a minute.
just bubsing all over the place. But like trying to play one RPG for a review and another RPG for a not review, but still a review, has really kind of sucked up all of the air in the room. And I bought Mina the Hollower today, as we talked earlier, and I'm really, really excited to get to that one. I really, really hope it's as good as I think it's going to be.
It's reviewing incredibly well. I mean, not that you can always necessarily trust reviews to, share your taste specifically, but
no, certainly.
Boy, it's got a very, very, very nice looking Metacritic score.
It really, really does. And I don't know that I'm going to feel that strongly about it, but of the two games that Yacht Club Games have been involved with, what was the fucking ninja one?
Cyber Shadow.
I really enjoyed that game. Yeah. I know they didn't develop it,
Yeah, but they helped a little bit with development, and they published it, and it was great.
I really liked that game, and Shovel Knight is Shovel Knight, you know, and the various spin-offs like Shovel Knight Dig and those sorts of things. So obviously I have very high hopes. They have a pedigree that we're all expecting them to live up to. I did think it was funny. The day before this came out, I got a notification that Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo, which is a similar type thing, big sale on Steam, 50% off. Like, fucking Mina the Hollower is $20. This is only $10. Maybe check it out. And I was like, no, I will at some point. I will pick up that game.
Yeah, that one was gifted to me. That game was gifted to me a little while back from one of our listeners, and it was quite good.
Was it good? Did you finish it?
No,
I don't remember you talking about it. Did you talk about it?
I did. I talked about it the week that I got to play it.
Why do I not remember that?
I don't know. You don't listen when I talk.
That's fair. What? But yeah, like that's on sale for $10. I do, man. I am debating though, because like I do very, very much want to start Mina the Hollower, but the remake of the end of the greatest RPG of all time also came out today, and I'm just so fascinated by this game. I don't know that I'm $16 fascinated, but I am fucking fascinated by this game. I don't know. We're going to have to see. I'm going to have to
keep you posted, I suppose.
Yeah, but that's been it. I wanted to watch that Indie Quest showcase. I didn't get a chance to watch that. I didn't watch the Dragon Quest showcase. I don't feel like we missed anything from that. You know, there's Dragon Quest games coming. Cool. I downloaded the MLB The Show mobile game. Haven't even opened it yet because, you know, other life just keeps getting in the way. But maybe this weekend, while Roddy's out mowing the lawn, I will go ahead and do that.
Yeah, life be lifing.
Life be lifing indeed.
Well, let's see. I didn't get to play much this week. I put in more time into Earthbound. Probably the only game besides Earthbound that I put real time into was more Arkanoid.
Okay.
Because I love Arkanoid, and having that arcade version on the Switch too with the mouse controls has been so great.
Yeah,
so
it's
I
just
got
awesome.
Stuck at Stage 11. Stage 11 is such a pain in the balls. Stage 11 is the one where it's all gray blocks, so you can't get power-ups. And it's just like, fuck. It's really hard.
Fuck you. Why did
I finally
you do
made it
this
past
to me?
it. I finally made
Nice.
it past it, and I'm several stages deeper now, but I've been enjoying that. I did watch a bunch of TV. I finished The Boys. I absolutely adored the finale.
I don't know what anybody's complaining about.
I don't
with that.
understand
Honestly,
what the complaints are either. I saw the person talking like, you know, I guess they expected it to be some sort of big like soup war or something like that, where a bunch of superpowered people were fighting against each other, but I never expected that. It never even occurred to me. I never even would have thought about it. Like everything seemed.
Tell me you didn't get it without telling me you didn't get it.
I definitely saw that people were really upset with the way that, when I say people, one specific person was very upset with the way Homelander was handled in the finale. Like, yeah, you really didn't get it, did you? You did not get it. Because that's exactly who he always has been.
Always.
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen so much negativity towards that. And
I don't get it. I had no notes. I was moved to tears a couple of times. I had no problems with it at all. I was so happy at the end. I
have issues with the season overall.
I guess
a couple of things that I think could. I really, really don't like how the Gen V kids were set up at the end of Gen V season 2 of A-Train is recruited, welcome to the Resistance and all this shit. And the most that they do is spoilers. Sorry. The most that they do is drive some people to Canada. Like,
see, I didn't watch Gen V, so none of that bothered me at all. I didn't even know those characters were in Gen V.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't even know that they were in another show.
Marie Moreau, the girl that they were setting up, they were setting her up in Gen V to be strong enough to kill Homelander. That is what her character arc was. She had blood powers similar to Victoria Newman. She controlled them a little bit differently, but that was the arc that they were on, and then Gen V got canceled. Season 3 of that got canceled, and if you watched Gen V, it was disappointing. If you didn't watch it,
I didn't know any of those characters, and they served exactly the purposes that, like, without the context, they served exactly the purpose that they seemed to in the show. Just like,
but
never meet your heroes, but then also giving Starlight an opportunity to come around, and I loved that. So that didn't bother me at all.
I thought it was awesome. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed the shit out of it. I am not sad that it's over, because I do think we were kind of. It's just not funny anymore.
It told its story. It ended exactly when it needed to end. It didn't jump the shark. I'm good.
I don't know how much I'm interested in Vought Rising.
Not at all.
Because that Soldier Boy joke is not funny episode after episode.
Yeah, I'm good.
You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
I
got exactly what I needed out of it. I'm out. I don't want any. I don't need any spin-offs. I'm done.
I'll watch the first episode.
I'm good. I think I'd like to leave it exactly. I'd like to leave everything exactly where it is.
Yeah, it was great.
I'm all good. I think I talked about that. I caught up on Invincible before I started The Boys, so I'm all caught up Invincible and The Boys, and that's been
Evan
fun.
And I didn't shut up about it. Did you not watch Spider Noir?
No, not yet. No.
Okay.
I haven't had any time this week for anything. I barely made it through Pole Position. Like,
and you didn't make it through Pole Position. You missed the Metal Gear shit at the end.
It's true. So yeah, I'd like to. I don't know. I'm vaguely interested. I'm not that interested in Spider Noir, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not very taken by Nicolas Caging. I just never have been. So,
then this is not the show for you.
I don't know that this is gonna catch my interest, and I think I'm just gonna have to be okay with that. I want to go back and I want to finish the season 2 of One Piece. I was really enjoying that, so I want to finish that off. So let's see. I started physical therapy today. That was pretty cool. I've been putting it off for a very long time. My right elbow in particular, it really hurts when I grip. So it's been hard for me to lift like anything. Like, it's still working out fine at the gym, but like picking up a glass of a gallon of milk or something is really hard. Not because the muscles aren't strong enough, but because when I grip things, my elbow just hurts. And also I've been having lower back pain for, 3 years now. So
something like that.
We started working on that stuff today. So I think it's going to be like 6 to 8 weeks of me going once a week and doing a bunch of specific exercises at home, and hopefully it'll solve some problems for me. So I'm really happy about that I finally got that started. I worked Ellie's field day. That was a lot of fun. I was on the cone flip station. So, they're just yelling out the rules of the kids. We had a good time, except my partner at the station, he was a nice enough dude. He turns out to be his wife. I actually know. She has been, at pickup pretty much. Our kids are in the same grade, and so she's been at pickup for ages, and she is a conversational one-upper.
Hate that.
Yeah, she is. Does not matter what you say. Oh, that's nothing. my life is so much worse and better than yours at all time. And
is this the Wawa lady?
Yes. Yep.
Oh,
that's her.
I'm gonna fight
so I was
her.
working with her husband all day, and he seemed like a pretty nice guy. Except at the end of the day, he just pieced the fuck out. He didn't help clean up? No cleanup at all. Just like, all right, he didn't say goodbye. He just fucking left. He and his wife bolted, and I was like, all right, I guess I'm cleaning up everything and handing in the point totals and whatnot. Cool, no problem. I guess.
Have to return to my people now.
Yeah, just piece the fuck out. So that was kind of obnoxious. Yeah, what the hell?
Why? But don't be like that. Don't do me like that, girl.
Yeah, seriously, don't do me like that. I also finished a rewatch because as far as like having a TV show on in the background, I finished a rewatch of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. That show is amazing.
Man, I've never seen it. I feel like I would love it.
Absolutely love that show. I think you would enjoy it. It's really good. It's probably like my third time through it. Now I'm rewatching Ted Lasso because that one's always good, and we're getting a new season soon, so you can keep it fresh in my brain.
I don't feel feelings with anything the way I feel feelings with Ted Lasso.
Ugh,
that show
just wrecks me all the time.
Fucks me up, man.
It's
every
so
time.
Goddamn good.
Every goddamned time.
If only somebody had told you to watch it when it was on.
Oh yeah, nobody mentioned it though.
I'm a bad friend for not bringing it up.
You are literally never mentioned, and there is evidence that it has never been mentioned. People could scrub this particular podcast to find out that you are a giant piece of shit who never mentioned it to me ever.
Speaking of giant pieces of shit, this has been the primary source of stress for my week. So I got assigned to review Bubsy 4D for Nintendo Force.
Right.
A little while ago, I would say several weeks ago, somebody else, Rebecca on staff, she asked if I needed a review code for the game. And I was like, I mean, I appreciate the offer, and I'd love to have a review code because I like having the digital thing and the physical thing because I'm a whore, but I pre-ordered the physical version. So
right.
Yeah, I think I talked about this a little bit last time.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit last week.
Pre-ordered it, didn't show. It showed up on Thursday. So it was
not release day.
Yeah, a week after release day. So I'm already like kind of pissed because Atari has no interest in helping me, no interest in setting me up with a review code, nothing. So it shows up, I crack open the box, it's the wrong version of the game. I paid the extra $10 for the Switch 2 version, they sent me the Switch 1 version. So I'm
unacceptable.
Like, fuck. Now what am I supposed to, I can't wait to go through the return process because I need to send this back and then they need to send me another one and it's going to be another week and by then it'll be time for me to hand in my review. So what the actual fuck? Fortunately, somebody else on staff was able to get me a review code. Jonathan Holmes, who we had on this very show.
We did.
He was able to get me a review code. So I just started the game today. I'm not any farther than I had gotten in the demo that I played on John's computer. It's okay so far. The reviews that I've been seeing, I haven't been reading. I try to avoid reading reviews for games I'm going to review myself because I want to make sure I'm not accidentally plagiarizing anything. But I have seen a lot of just headlines about it, like this game's actually fucking great, and I'm not seeing that yet. I'm also seeing this game is just utter middling garbage. I'm not quite seeing that either. But it is so far not all that special. There are some really cool things in it. This definitely smells like a game that could have used more time in the oven, more of a budget. It just seems like it was a very this is what we can do. It would be great if we could. This is never going to be Mario. It's like this is what we're capable of with the budget we've got. Right. The mechanics are sound. I liked this one thing that I had heard about, and then I tested it out, and it's actually true. If you go into the options, you can turn down the frequency with which Bubsy talks, and he gets pissed at you for doing that. There's a couple of different like canned responses in there, like, you know, hey, if I have to listen to you talk, you have to listen to me talk, or something along those lines, or like, you know, a bunch of people put a lot of work into this voice acting, dude. What are you doing? Like, it's pretty funny. Yeah, it's pretty funny. There are like bits of cleverness in it. There are a couple of really fun things in there, like personality wise, which is like what makes me ever so slightly sad that this could never be a bigger budget game, because why would anybody want to put more money into making a Bubsy game? You know, like more effort
they don't
into polishing a Bubsy game. They don't. It doesn't make any sense. This is exactly as good as something like this is going to get. And it is pretty solid. Now, if this turns out to be a financial success and they can make a follow-up to it with a bigger budget, that would be cool. But this is where you start. It's you know, I hate the character designs for his like nephews or his niece and nephew, but also like that's just what they look like. I think the new Bubsy design is good. I think his new voice is really good. It's real talky, not just like while you're playing. Like the cutscenes just seem to be really long in the beginning. There's just a lot of going and really focusing on the story and like, okay, but I don't really care.
I get it, but it's Bubsy. Everybody chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm only like, I think I played like half an hour today. That's about all I got in it. So I've got a lot of game ahead of me, but that's going to be my primary focus going forward. I got some gardening and yard work to do tomorrow. I planted a bunch of seeds a week or two ago, and I've kept them indoors, and just about everything is sprouted. I got a bunch of sunflowers and tomato plants and 2 pepper plants. So I'm excited about planting some stuff.
That's exciting.
That's kind of it. I mean, did I talk about we went to go see Mandalorian? I
know you went to see it.
We went to go see it.
Did not say.
It was on Saturday. That's why, because it was after we recorded. It was fine. It was very fun.
Man,
like
that is not what you want to hear.
I don't regret seeing it in theaters because it was very fun, but it was extremely low stakes. Kind of pointless. It was like a fun kind of elongated throwaway episode of Mandalorian, but there was no real like character growth or anything in it. But it was really fun. The kids really enjoyed it. We just had a blast with it. I'm glad I saw it. I'm glad it exists. It's just I wish there was a little bit more meat on the bone to it as far as like moving the character forward. You know, like he's still. It seemed like the show was pushing him towards like seeing that the fanaticism of the way, you know, the path of the Mandalorian or whatever that group the cult that he's involved in is like maybe not like best for him and his and Grogu, like as the relationship that they want to be, like that. There's just no movement on that. He still only wears his helmet, except for this one scene where he has his helmet pulled off, and apparently there's a new rule that it's okay if somebody sees him as long as they all die after they see him. So, okay, sure, why not?
Okay, cool.
Let's do that now. And there you go. There was a whole chunk of the movie where Grogu has to like take care of Din by himself. Although that scene in and of itself is kind of weird because like we've already established in the show that Grogu can heal with the Force, like even poison. Right. And like Din's poisoned, so like why didn't she heal him? Yeah, like he sends Grogu away knowing that he's poisoned. It's like, but why didn't you just say like, hey buddy, like hook me up for 4 seconds and then like we don't have to do any of the rest of this stuff. It's weird.
That's weird.
I feel confident that this isn't necessarily the movie they wanted to make instead of season 4 or season 5 or whatever the fuck season they're on.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I feel like this was kind of thrown together. Honestly, the character that got the most interesting stuff was Rada the Hutt, which is not a character I ever thought I'd see again. For any Star Wars lore nutbags, Rada the Hutt was the baby Jabba the Hutt's kid that was in the animated Clone Wars movie. Yeah. Way back before the Clone Wars cartoon even started. And that's all we've ever seen of that character. He is all big and beefy and grown up now, and a pretty interesting character. And you got to see him go on a bit of a journey in this movie. And one of the coolest things is seeing Hutts fight. Because they did it in such an interesting way of like, well, how would a giant slug monster fight? And there's like a lot of rolling and awkward movements that just was really wild. It was very well thought out. It was really cool. It's a really fun movie. It's just like I wish it was a little bit meatier is all. Because there just weren't very high stakes in it. But it was good. It was fun. And, I got to go take the kids to see a new Star Wars movie in theaters, and we had a lot of fun going out.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, not a bad thing at all. We had fun. That's it. That's all I got. I'm out.
Right
I'm
on.
Done. Let's go to bed.
All right. Well, fuck everybody then. Bitches.
Exhausting.
We're out.
That's that kind of time. That is our show, everybody. Join us next time for the Alphabet Super Series. We'll be talking about Dan's pick for the letter E, Earthbound. I have thoughts.
Oh, yeah. Should start playing that. I got a week. That's enough time.
Yeah, that's enough time. Easy.
It is.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm pretty far into the game. Not pretty far. I think I'm at least halfway, and I've really been trying to put as much time into it as I can. I'm about halfway through, but there's no way I got to dedicate all my time to Bubsy because I think my review is due like next Friday or something. Like I got a week to get through this game and write about it. So, and I still have to finish writing up my review of Meetup at Bella Bell Park. So, which is so fun, man. I finished that one. I think I talked about it that it was just it really just it makes a great game even better. You just love to see it. But anyways, that's our show. Blah blah blah. We're on most social media platforms. If you want to get in touch with us,
blah 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 blah.
We aren't very difficult to find. All it takes is a quick look at our show notes, and you'll see links to our social media accounts, as well as all manner of other fun stuff like a link to our namesake, StoneAgeGamer.com, and more useful links than you can shake a joystick at. If you'd like to get early access to the show's episodes, as well as a bevy of other shows in the Geekade Podcast Network, check out our Patreon, also linked to in the show notes. Right, why wouldn't you? It helps keep the show running week after week, and all our patrons are loved and appreciated. This show's theme song, Squared Roots, was written by Banjo Guy Ollie. You can learn all about his wonderful music and more by following the link to his YouTube channel, also in the show notes. And finally, as always, we'd like to thank our intrepid editor, Evan, for making the show listenable for all you folks. We'd like to thank all you folks for listening in the first place. That's it. On behalf of Dan and myself, keep playing games.